This is Future Tense. Future Tense. Welcome back to Future Tense. My name is Leonor Rothes, and this is a podcast brought by Futura, where we imagine a more creative, human, and conscious futures. And in today's episode, we will talk about tourism and well-being. And our marvelous guests are extraordinary and have different angles on it. So we have Charlotte Terrien, experienced designer and cultural strategist with global experience across festivals, unique destinations, and human-centered environments. And a local, Luís Araújo, former president of Turismo Portugal and a global leader in sustainable tourism. Charlotte, Luís, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank
Pleasure
you.
to be here.
Yeah, exciting. So, Charlotte, you are experienced. Well, starting with you, if it's okay.
Yeah.
Women's first. Well,
Sure.
Charlotte, you design experiences. You are an experienced designer. It really sounds like super fancy. What does really that mean? Like, and what experience surprised you the most as a participant as well? Because you're the designer. Usually, you don't get to experience that.
Yeah, it's funny you ask because it's part of the frustrating experience of being an experienced designer is you get to create environments for other people, and it's a very different experience to be backstage versus in the experience. Designing experiences in the simplest way, it's about gathering people intentionally and thinking of the human experience from before they start thinking about the experience to when they arrive, during, and also what happens after and how you take care of them post-experience. And you asked me about an experience that surprised me. Since we're here in Lisbon, I will mention A Morte de Corvo that I went to see recently, like a few weeks ago. It's an immersive experience in Estrela where there's different... It happens in a big building and there's different rooms and different scenes happening. It's a theater experience. Different scenes happening at the same time. And you kind of follow a character and try to figure out the clues of the story. And it was all in silence as well, which was interesting. And yeah, I would say it piqued my curiosity.
Wow. Yeah, actually, someone told me about that experience. I really need to...
It's the history of Fernando Pessoa meeting Edgar Allan Poe.
Meeting who?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, why?
Or meeting, or I don't know. There's
Yeah,
something
there's
about the
yeah.
two of them. Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
You've been there as well?
Yes.
Oh, I really need to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you, Luís, you were the former president of Turismo Portugal, and Portugal is kind of like changing more and more. It's not only about wine anymore. It's not about the surfing anymore. Or is it? Like, how do you see how the tourism is changing and evolving from your perspective?
Well, in Portugal, I think it has changed a lot. We've gained a lot of visibility. That visibility brought a lot of connections. We never had as many connections, airline connections, with so many countries as we do now. We have to see that we depend, 60% of our tourists are foreigners. And of those 60%, 90% arrive by plane. So we're in a very good position inside Europe, but far from the center of Europe, far from other continents. So air connectivity is crucial. So I would say that visibility and connectivity were the two main drivers for this booming of tourism in Portugal. It brings challenges, it brings benefits, but it also brings a lot of challenges. So I would say that these were the main characteristics. It has to do a lot, of course, with the natural charm and the characteristics of Portugal, the entire continent, the entire country, being so diverse and in such a small area. Even the islands are different. It has to do with that, but I would say that the main point are the people, the way that foreigners when they arrive here, even if they come for a week, or if they stay here, I would say that the most important thing, the common thread that passes through all experiences of everyone, is how they were treated by Portuguese. And we are a welcoming,
very welcoming
country. In fact, we always said that we're a country that has a purpose, which is welcoming everyone and respecting the differences. And we're very respectful of the differences. So I would say that was the most important thing for this booming in tourism in Portugal.
Charlotte, you live here for 5 years, so
Do you
something
feel that?
have
I mean, definitely, I've lived in many places, and I feel like there's a warmth here and an openness to meet the other person. And so it makes it very easy for international people to come in and build a home here.
And they feel that they have their own space. In fact, we
Yeah.
have a lot of celebrities that come to Portugal.
Yeah.
That's what I prefer. We had Michelle Pfeiffer stayed here
Seriously.
a few years ago, and she stayed like for an entire week. And I know this story because she stayed in a place that I know the owner, and she used to say that it's the first place I realized that people recognize me, but they don't come to me. So, I think Madonna left because of that, because we don't rush to the famous actors and people to ask for autographs or pictures. We just we know
Like
they're
a
there.
bubble.
Maybe we try to make a picture like this, like hiding, but we don't impose, and I think that's the best thing.
And for example, you as a Charlotte, as an experienced designer, do you see that it's some kind of like a sector in tourism? Do you see being a part of tourism now in Portugal? And this is a question for both of you. Like, how do you see that it is evolving in that way?
I don't know if I would directly connect it, but I connect experience design to hospitality, so maybe hospitality as a bridge to tourism. And yeah, I guess this is my short answer.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, I mean, because it can, you can very much do an experience for just local people that has nothing to do with tourism.
Sure.
But yeah, there's the human element of more hospitality that I think bridges to tourism. How do you think about it?
Yeah, I think that's the good part and the bad part of tourism. It's everywhere, and it connects with everything. It's in our life. It's in our even in the sense of what Futura does, thinking about the future of well-being and aging and all that. It has a lot to do with tourism. In fact, we're working now with some universities because it's not enough for a place, and especially after COVID, it's not enough for a place to be sustainable or safe to be a place to visit. It has to be healthy. It has to be a place of wellness and well-being. So if you don't feel well in a place, and if that place doesn't take care of you, either take care of your health or your mental spirit or your whatever, then it's not a good place for you.
Sure.
Even if you spend here one day or a lifetime. So I would say that part of taking care, in fact, the origin of tourism has to do with taking care. So if you don't think of that taking care, probably you're not as successful as a tourism destination as you should be.
And I would also say that experience design can be an entry point to tourism, as there's this specific experience happening somewhere, and so it makes people travel there because this thing is happening and they want to live it.
Yeah, you gave a good example when you spoke about the immersive theater that you went to see. Well, there's a lot of people that go to New York and London just to do that. And in fact, the owners, the ones that organized that, they were fascinated with these immersive theaters in London and New York, so they decided to bring it to Portugal. So it has to do with that also.
It's funny you say that because I was just in London and just to see musicals.
Yeah.
Because I love
exactly.
it. Because
Exactly.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And it's also funny that you mentioned that experience design is an entry point to tourism, because we actually met in a retreat that for me, it was an entry point. We went to Mexico, and Charlotte was the experience designer of the retreat I attended. And it was just like, I had
See?
never been to Mexico.
Retreat, wellness, well-being,
Yeah, sure.
tourism.
But I guess like
It's all connected.
super well connected. But that's also my point, that I think well-being and it's becoming more and more trendy. So people are also more keen to travel and spending money on,
Yes.
wellness retreats, surf camps, and
Sure.
I really think that it's booming. Or festivals like I went to the Boom Festival. It's crazy, and it's in Portugal. I mean,
Guilty.
you went there?
Of course.
It's just like
You have never been?
I've been.
Okay.
yeah, we were there
This
together.
year, yeah.
So it was just incredible. And so do you see, regarding this well-being centric tourism, do you see an opportunity here for Portugal?
I mean, I think it's already there. There's so many retreats happening in Portugal, a lot of wellness centers opening. Like, just if we take Lisbon, so many, sorry,
Go ahead.
so many, like in the past year, sauna and longevity spots have opened just in Lisbon, And then beyond that, in Portugal, there's, a lot of retreat centers, a lot of regenerative villages. I'm a bit careful with that word, but that are wanting to flourish. And I feel like it's one of the countries actually that is pretty forthcoming in wellness tourism, I would say.
I agree, totally agree. I think there is a risk. And the risk is that you get so... And I've seen this a lot in many people, even people that I know, that you travel. I mean, you went to Mexico, the two of you. How much? Maybe you've been traveling in Mexico also because of the retreat. But I know a lot of people that just go to the retreat and return. And that's not the experience people should have in a place.
Yeah.
You should mingle with the people. You should buy things in local shops. You should walk around. You should get lost. I mean, you get lost, but if you go to a retreat like that, you get lost with yourself. And you can do that even at your place or in Siberia.
That's true.
So the risk of too much focusing on this kind of product, let's call it like that, it's that you lose everything that's going around you. And I think one of the practices is you have to be with yourself, but if you're a tourist, you have to be with others, and sometimes the others are just the group that does the retreat. So I would say, and I agree, I think Portugal has the unique features to be a focus for that, but we cannot leave that, forget about the rest, and the rest is the amount of things that we have, the culture, the authenticity, the people. I mean, because otherwise you just mingle with the people inside the retreat. So there is a challenge in there.
I have a question for you.
Tables have turned.
2 against 1. I'm going to change it.
No, but I feel like the connotation of being a tourist can be somewhat negative or negatively perceived. As people don't want to be I'm not a tourist, I'm here and I'm doing my routine. I'm traveling 3 weeks here, and actually, like, I go to a co-working space, I go to yoga, whatever they do also in their country. And I guess I wonder your thoughts on this phrase, of being a tourist. Also acknowledging that, yes, if you're coming to a place for the first time, you don't know anything, and you're going to have a different experience than someone who's lived here for 6 years or something.
Yeah. Yes, well, it's I never thought about that. I never thought about that, but you're right. It's interesting. I would say that when you say that nobody likes to be a tourist, but it's a fact, they are. I mean, even if you come for a year, you're not a tourist anymore. You're just like, I think it's a matter of attitudes. It's a matter of, you can be a tourist one day or a lifetime. And it has to do with what you're looking for. And
it feels more appealing to be a tourist for a lifetime, actually. To me.
Yeah. But it has to do with what you're looking for and what you give back. And some tourists give nothing back. So they just extract. And this is not an extractive industry. It's not like mining or gold digging. And some people think it is. Even when you take pictures, you're taking something. And you have to think. I think this is the best exercise we can do. Is what am I giving back? What am I leaving here? And it's not just about the money. It's not. It's culturally. It's having contact with someone from Iran or Syria or one of the just to talk about a place that it has not a lot of connection with us. If I'm from one of those countries, or if I go to one of those countries, I try to leave something different, or at least the way I think in my country, and try to find people that I can relate or connect or something. And yes, I think it's more about that. But I think it's changing a lot, and I'm very hopeful of the new generations to change a lot on that, so that they really think that this is not an extractive industry, that you go, but you have to leave something. Apart from garbage, which is not a good thing to leave.
There's also a... Can I continue?
Go, carry on, of course. Go ahead.
I've encountered also like an ethical...
But what do you feel? Because you've been here for 5 years.
Yeah.
So what do you feel? Do you feel that you give back?
Well, so actually I got involved in a project here because I was here for 3 years, and it felt wrong that I was still... I've been working remote for 10 years, and living in different places, and I landed in Portugal, so still working remote, and I was involved in projects abroad, and so I looked for a project in Portugal where I could get involved, and that was my way of contributing to the community here. But as we were talking earlier, it's a certain type of community that I'm contributing to, and so there's
So you have to find other projects that have to do with...
Yeah, and I think the question continues, of if I want to build a life here, like how do I really get involved with people here? Yeah.
And what are here, since we're talking about here, like about the personas of the tourists, like where's the fine line from being a tourist to becoming a local? Because like, how do you really feel like you're part of the city? How do you integrate, and how do you do the switch between being a tourist to becoming...
When you start paying
asking
taxes
for
here.
I was going to say that.
Pay your tax.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to say the right taxes. Okay? The taxes that everyone pays. No, sorry. When do you become a local? I think... Especially now, you're never a local anywhere. I'm not from Lisbon. I'm from the islands. I'm from Madeira.
Seriously?
Yes. So
I'm not even
if
from
you
Lisbon.
think about that, it's not... I mean, you're only a local, once again, when... Apart from loving the place you live, you try to do good things for the place you live. Once again, it's not like just sleeping and taking. And taking. It's like...
I think it's also getting to know your neighbors and the local life around you, like who owns the corner store, and when's the last time you asked them about, their kids or something like this, and who's the old man around the street? Can you help them with the groceries? Like, I think that for me starts to be more integrative than just coming and doing my life here.
Yes, I agree. I think that's when you become a local. And that's when you... And once again, you can be a local after one day, or you can never be a local because you never... I have neighbors that I don't know their name.
Feels impersonal, no? Like,
And even when you try to talk, I think there is no connection.
No desire to connect.
Yes. So it's difficult, but I would say that it's not like a thin line that divides. Now today I'm a tourist, tomorrow I'm a local. Once again, I think it has to do with attitude, and you can be a tourist all your life, and you can be a local all your life in any place in the world.
Sure. And how do you really anticipate these trends of tourism? Like now, well-being is super like we're kind of like talking about future now.
The crystal ball. Wait, let me take my crystal ball.
How do you really understand like how Portugal and tourism in Portugal will be like in 5 years or in 10 years? Like how do you anticipate these trends and how you create a better tourism? Or what is this of better tourism? Like I'm just sending ashes to the fireplace, guys. So I'm just like planting some seeds.
What is this of better? You tell me. What is this of better tourism?
I mean,
what is it to be a good tourist? I think we've been talking about this.
I think it's more integration, right?
Yeah.
With
integration, giving. I think giving back,
yeah.
Not just taking. It's. And I know this is the problem with tourism. It's much more than economic activity. And if we don't realize this, and we're forced to think about this because we're always thinking about numbers and statistics and how many tourists and how many flights and how many this and how many this. And it's much more than that. And I would say that the world would be much better if we think, and in fact, we're just planet guests.
That's true.
So we're just tourists, all of us. Even if we don't leave our own country, we're just tourists. We're just here passing. So you have to leave it as we found it.
Guests of the earth.
We're guests of the earth.
Yeah.
So if we're guests of the earth, why don't we think about that? Even in our daily decisions, the way we eat or the way we connect with others. So maybe that would be much easier. And I would think that the future of tourism, it's about that. And I would love, and in fact, we had a very nice project in Tourism Portugal, which was creating games for people with 6, 7, 8 years old to play at school. Of course, there was an intention was for them to be sensitive to the professions of tourism, so that one day, instead of being a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer, they would want to be a receptionist or a chef or a general manager in a hotel. But most of the games had to do with this. What's my intention with my life, and how can I be a better tourist / person? So I would say that you cannot be, there cannot be a better tourist if you're not a better person.
And being a better person also starts with education. I'm glad you mentioned that, actually, because for me that's the anchor.
Definitely.
And the people who don't, a lot of times, people who don't act in a way that feels respectable is because they don't know any better. They haven't had the example, or they haven't grown up in an environment where that was a norm.
But I have a question for you too. Don't you feel that sometimes you behave one way when you are at home, but then when you go to another country or to another place, you behave differently?
In a better way or in a worse?
In a worse way.
Yeah?
Don't you?
Well, it depends.
I'm not talking about you too, of course. But don't you see people that do that?
But I think it again has to do with education.
Yeah.
Like if someone, if your parents told you when you go to a dinner, never arrive with empty-handed, right? And you have this since you're a kid in your head, then it's ingrained in who you are, right? Or like when you arrive to a place and it's not ready, like help out, right?
Yeah.
So again, for me, it has to do with education.
Yes. And education has to do with understanding that people are different.
Yeah.
And respecting those differences. I always say when someone comes to Portugal, I mean, we're neighbors to Spain.
Yeah.
In Spain, they eat late, they party in the streets, they speak loud. We don't do that. We don't shout in the restaurants. We have dinner at 8 o'clock. We're much more British than Spanish. And sometimes people arrive here and think, oh, this is like Spain, we're going to do exactly the same. No. We're quiet. We're a quiet country.
I mean, it's all
We
relative.
like party, yes. But
It's all relative, but compared to Spain, I would
Compared to
agree.
Spain, yes.
Like it's yeah.
It is different. So if you do a stop in Madrid for 3 days and then you come to Lisbon and you think, oh, it's the same. Oh, let's start shouting and partying in the streets. No, we don't do that.
Yeah.
I think there's also a question of listening, like
Yes.
observing, listening
Yes.
before acting. And sometimes the human instinct might be to just go do whatever I'm used to without observing first.
But the problem now is that we don't observe. We trust in the machine. We trust in your phone to observe.
ChatGPT.
No, we don't look anymore. We just take the picture and then look at the picture. Sometimes we don't even look at the picture. We just take the picture.
It's like a video like, okay, I recorded a video picture with Sagrada Familia. Check. Let's go to the pub.
Exactly.
But I think this is, for me, and now if I can relate or like tell about my experience as a tourist, I travel quite a lot, and I resonate a lot with what you said of like, I don't want to feel like a tourist. I want to feel like a local. I want to go to the co-working space. And I was in Madrid like...
So be like a local, but you have to act like a local.
Yeah, but I act like a local. I speak the language. I always try to speak the language because I think it's great. And I know your Portuguese is good. She speaks a little bit of Portuguese. So I think for me, and look, I lived in Georgia for 5 years. And Georgia, they speak Georgian there. And I was fully integrated. And when people were asking me like, how were you like 100% in the country, like integrated? I was like, yeah, I just connect with people. I had Georgian friends, like I was doing their tradition. I was going to supras, and I think that's also the key for, again, of switching from being a tourist to being a local is like how you behave as well. And I agree, like, for me, I really wanted to give back to the community. And the first thing I thought of doing was like, I need to know the language. Because they were so, like, happy when I would say, thank you. They'd be like, oh my God. They were gifting me things. So I was like, if I say thank you and they give me things, imagine what they will do if I speak the language. So it's also about, like, to give back. I definitely agree with
and for that you need time. I think one of the best experiences that anyone can do being a tourist, and I did that last year, was the Camino. Have you done the Camino?
I haven't done it, but
the Camino is like, when I say the Camino is walking. So I did the Camino from Lisbon to Santiago with my dog. And it was the most, I would say, transformative experience I had ever, because you have time, and you cannot be a local if you don't have time. You cannot be a local when you come for 2 days, 3 days.
It's hard to make time these days.
I know it's hard.
And I agree with you that the time is like the greatest luxury, because it's hard to, we're so busy with everything. We let ourselves be busy and we don't create these containers. Yeah.
And in 3 days you can have the experience of a local. And you can, once again, if you give back in 3 days, well, it's not easy, but you can. And you can be some sort of local, but being a real local, you need to have time. You need to go deep inside everything, in the relations, in the country, go inside to see the inside and the outside, because otherwise you just see the outside, you take a picture once again, and then you leave. So I would say that time is a crucial thing for this.
Now, shifting back a little bit more towards the experience design, how do you really create like a safe, inclusive, and transformative experience for everyone? Because you also don't know what kind of people will be there. How do you make sure that the experience is supposed to be that type of experience that people are looking for?
Well, people look for different things. Sometimes
sure.
they look for an intense,
That's true. Very
less safe and more out there.
Radical.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. I would say mostly people are looking for that.
You are for sure.
For sure. For sure.
But I mean, I think it comes back to knowing your audience. You know who's
Sure.
going to be there and doing some research to know that. Sometimes it's one-on-one calls before the experience starts or check-ins. Sometimes it's asking them to fill out a form. And from that, you can start to know what's their comfort zone and what's the stretch zone. And what, how you will take them on a journey from one to the other. Because I'm always interested in pushing a bit and growth edges. And then I think it has to do with softness. And I would call it feminine energy.
Okay.
To use concepts that are widely used as well. But yeah, again, listening, observing, paying attention to details, and being present with people when they come in. You know, sometimes they'll answer a form in a certain way, and then they come in and they've had like a stressful day, and so their energy is all over the place. So how do you bring them back to the present moment?
Yeah, and it's funny you say that because obviously different people are going for different reasons, and I am looking for a different like experience, a more like, chaotic and intense, and more people are like, no, I really want to do like my own experience. And usually in these retreats, for example, you do your own experience, and I want to connect with the fact what you were saying about the type of people that want to go and being different people, a different person from who you are. Because, for example, I was thinking that, yes, it's about education, but, for example, if I'm going on a bachelorette party, come on, I'm not behaving, So, but, I think it's according to different phases of your life. And
yes, I know. No, I understand that.
And it's not only about phases of life. It's like, what's the intention? If you want to go on a silent retreat, you'll behave and you'll. But
yes, but you don't shout in the street at 4:00 in the morning when you know that there are people sleeping that need to work the next day at 8:00 in the morning.
Yeah, you don't.
But it's a matter of once again, as Charlotte said, it's a matter of. Well, I won't say education. It's a matter of respect. Yeah, you can shout inside a place, and what we see now, it's completely different. It's like. I don't know.
I just want to do a disclaimer for everyone who's listening that
I
am not shouting at 4 a.m. in any city. I'm well behaved.
Guilty in charge.
No, I'm just really like, tickling kind of like this problem that, obviously we have different people.
I think it also happens to everybody to slip, to slip and to be perfect all the time doesn't exist, right? So what we can do is the best that we can just offer the best that we can do in that moment with the tools that we have, and
Yes, my only question is, whenever I see something like that, would you do that at home?
No. Mostly,
I rest my case. Thank you.
Yeah, I see, but I think like people look for different things, and
yes,
right. Like I think when you travel, you can look for there's again the type of tourism that we are looking for is like to rest, like adrenaline, food. How do you really also again design and create this tourism for all these kind of people?
That's the 1 million question.
Go ahead.
I don't have the answer.
You can try.
No, I think I don't have the answer, but I think it's much more. It's easier now than it used to be. Designing, and I don't know if you see that also in your industry. You have so much information and so much knowledge about the world and about the others, and about you can do segmentations. You can. So it's easy to give them what they want, but you have to twist it. And whatever you give them and what the kind of product you design, as you said, has to do something that they are expecting, but it has to have a deeper message. And the wow factor, the surprise factor that sometimes people need, we all need. So I would say that, I don't know what I'm saying.
It's okay.
I think that it has to do with that ability to read the audience and give them what they need and design a product that is different, but has the common threads or the common basis that shows a country, that shows our culture, authenticity, whatever. Speaking about a tourism destination itself.
Sure. I think, like you mentioned, that with a lot of information, I think it's good, but at the same time, it's your enemy as well, because it creates expectation. And then,
yes,
right? And the more expectations you have is like the higher the fall, right? So I always try to, like, I don't want to know anything about it, because I know that if I go there, it'll be like a, clean table, clean slate, how you say it in correct English. And then you have, like, you go to the same retreat or to the same destination again because you like the X, Y, and Z, and then you're like, oh, how do you, like, manage that expectations, for example, from an experience design point of view? Because tourism is kind of like, if you go to Barcelona or if you go to Lisbon, it's kind of like, hey, pastel de nata and Porto and Sagrada Familia. But from an experience design, how do you kind of, like, manage the expectations and deal with, oh, but I like the other, oh, I thought he was going to have this, these complaints that I'm sure in tourism we have that a lot as well. So
Yeah, I mean, I would say that it's impossible to design for masses, that to make everybody happy.
Sure.
You will never make everybody happy.
Yes.
Like, even when you start having a group bigger than, like, 70 or even 50 people, like, it starts to be difficult. You will have voices that are, that are not totally satisfied with the experience.
Yeah.
So as an experienced designer, you have to prepare for this and kind of trust in what you're building and that what you're building, it will fit the majority of people. And in terms of expectations, it's a dance, I would say. Like, it's an art form because people want to know something, but you can't give them everything.
Sure.
And so it's and also you can't give them everything because things will change in the moment.
Sure.
In T0,
Sure.
So it's a dance to know what to tell them so that they feel ready enough and prepared enough and trust what they're going into, and at the same time leave space for surprises.
Okay, so I have a quick game for you guys. It's called the one word game.
one word.
A few, okay. Max 5 words.
Okay.
A sentence, okay.
A sentence, yeah.
Like
So,
we're bargaining. It's like bargaining.
Potato. Because we're
Then you have to
Portuguese.
ask your question in one word as well.
Yes.
Okay, so I will say something, like a sentence, and you will. It's very straightforward. So tell me about a destination that feels like therapy.
Oh, we have to answer? Oh,
Only if you want. It's not mandatory.
like therapy, Madeira.
There's a specific beach in Costa Rica, close to Uvita, where has insane sunsets, and it's right by the jungle. And so the jungle and the beach together, for me, they do it.
You're not going to say the name of the beach?
It's close to Uvita.
Go and explore.
Find for yourself.
I mean, you said Madeira. It's also a big place, so...
He's in the airport. He's like, oh, therapeutic. Okay. One well-being ritual that everyone should try at least once.
I don't know if I have a ritual, but something that comes to mind is Vipassana.
Yoga? Is it yoga?
So it's a 10-day silent meditation retreat, which 10 days is a lot of time to dedicate to silence and self. But it's an incredible clearing of the mind because you're just with yourself. You can't even look in other people's eyes. And so I feel like it's a great exercise that everybody should try.
I had I don't do a lot of I don't do yoga or nothing, but I had a very amazing experience. It's a sound healing bath that I had in a place in the Mojave Desert, which was a structure built in the 50s, and it's I think everyone should do.
Whoa.
Well, at least a sound healing bath.
Wow. Yeah, I want to comment on these two. I've done a 3-day silence retreat. I've never done it again.
You survived?
I survived, but it was very hard.
And the others survived around
The
you?
others survived because I was not able to talk. But the sound healing, yeah, I had an experience with sound healing. It's just like, it's like fresh sheets when you're like,
Yes.
laying, right? So nice. Okay, an overrated travel trend.
An overrated travel trend. Overrated, and you have to.
Means like it's everyone does it and everyone loves it, but it's like, why everyone loves it? It's like
Taking pictures.
taking pictures. Interesting.
I kind of want to say brunch, but I
you
love
do it.
brunch as well.
So it's not good for
I
you.
prefer brunch than breakfast.
Yeah.
But there is this culture of like the best brunch spot, and then they're all
Yeah.
serving the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just bread. You can just make it at home.
Avocado toast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much cheaper.
Yeah.
You'll do it. Okay, I understand. And what about an underrated Portuguese destination? Underrated is like...
I know.
Okay.
Thank you. Underrated Portuguese destination. Oh, so many.
Just say one.
But there aren't an underrated. You say one first. Let me see.
I have a few that come. Yeah, exactly. I have a few that come to mind, but I don't feel like they're underrated. I feel like these are places that are. Yeah, I feel like I haven't heard of places that people in Portugal, don't like actually.
No, but people don't know. I think underrated
Maybe
is in
don't
the
know
sense
or
of
don't-
are not as known. No?
Yeah.
Or don't talk
Or
a lot
maybe-
about it.
Or maybe
I would say the mountains in the Algarve.
Mountains?
Yeah. See? The national
What do you
parks
mean?
in the Algarve.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, because everyone goes to the beach.
Yeah. I have to say I'm a beach person as well. So I look for the beach everywhere.
Maybe I would say Jerish. It's
Jerish.
not
Jerish,
underrated,
yes.
but I do feel like people, especially people who come to Portugal for the first time, they tend to do Porto, Lisbon,
Yes.
and then go south.
Yeah.
And Jerish has some beautiful
Yeah.
corners. Yeah,
And they have beautiful trekking.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It deserves the recognition. Really should. It's just. Okay, now you will not like this one, but a place you would never want to see become popular.
Oh, they've all become popular, so what can we do?
Yeah, I don't know.
That we want to keep for ourselves?
Is it
Yeah.
that the question? We
It's
want to
yeah.
keep it
The
for
people that
But
we...
we're on a podcast right now.
Yeah.
And everyone is going to listen.
That's tricky.
Well, I feel like I want to say Mego.
I'm saying.
Sorry.
Secret.
I'm gonna, that's unfair.
Well, because I love it as well.
You need to say the beach in Uvita.
Yeah. There is a beach in Costa Rica near Uvita that I won't tell the name because no one is allowed to go. No, I'm going to say a place which is my favorite, and it's not, which is Fazenda dos Padres in Madeira. It's a place that I would keep it for myself.
Not anymore.
I know, but have you been?
No.
Is it in the
It's a
main
place that you
island?
can only access by boat or by cable car. So you have to
That's
go
already
down.
good. Like the places that are hard to reach
Yeah.
are usually best kept.
I would keep it for myself. I would definitely. Well, for myself and my friends, such as you.
We're invited?
But it's, yeah, of course you're invited, always. And in fact, we have a tradition that the 31st of December, we always go for a swim and have lunch at that place because it's magical.
Wow. Okay. Thank you. That was very inspiring. And I want to have one more last question.
Did we pass?
Yes, you
the
passed the
exam?
test.
Thank you.
Well, let's see.
Last question.
There's a last. I thought it was over.
So we kind of like in the podcast, we do a segment called What If? And so what if it's 2050 or, no, let's not say 2050, but what if you receive a letter from 80-year-old self, 80. We had some guests the other day. It was
Right now we receive.
Yeah, right now we receive. What would the letter say? What do you want it to say? Just explore and develop this question. What would the letter say to you?
To myself.
To you. So you receive.
Yes, I receive a letter to myself. I would say, take your time.
Wow.
I would say trust.
Whoa. Less is more, guys.
Can we mix both? Can we mix both?
Yes, you can mix both.
Take your time and trust.
Yeah. Trust who?
Yourself.
Yeah, trust yourself.
Thank you so much for this. You know, it was so fun conversation, very inspiring.
And we didn't talk about death.
We didn't talk about death. Well, there's still time.
You have to watch the other episodes.
Yeah, you must watch the other episode. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys, this has been Future Tense. This was a great conversation with Charlotte and Luís. Stay tuned for next episodes and see you tomorrow where the future begins.
This is Future Tense.